My beloved child, there is a reason you were guided to this message today, and it is not a small reason. Do not skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is connected to a situation that has been growing behind the scenes for far longer than you realize. While you have been focusing on your daily life, wondering why certain things have felt delayed, why certain answers have not arrived, and why some doors seem to open only to close again, a powerful conversation has been taking place where your name has been mentioned again and again. This is not something your eyes have seen, yet it is something your spirit has already sensed. There has been tension. There have been disagreements. There have been words spoken in private that you were never meant to hear. And at the center of it all is the connection between you and the person who feels drawn toward you more deeply than anyone understands. Do not skip. Stay with me because this message becomes more surprising with every moment. There is something your soulmate has been carrying in their heart, and the weight of it has become impossible to ignore. For a long time they tried to keep peace. They tried to avoid conflict. They tried to make everyone happy. But there comes a point when a person can no longer pretend that their heart does not know what it wants. There comes a point when silence becomes heavier than speaking the truth. Your soulmate has reached that point. They have reached a moment where hiding their feelings is no longer an option. And when that happened, a reaction began that nobody expected. There are people around them who have their own opinions. Some believe they know what is best. Some think they can decide what path should be taken. Some are convinced that their plans are wiser than the desires of the heart. Yet the more they tried to pull your soulmate in another direction, the stronger your soulmate became. The more pressure they felt, the more clearly they began to understand what truly matters to them. This realization did not happen overnight. It happened through quiet moments, through deep reflection, through memories that refused to disappear, and through a feeling that kept returning no matter how much they tried to push it away. Something huge is waiting for you in this message, so do not skip. Many people think that love is simply a feeling. But sometimes love becomes a decision. Sometimes it becomes a choice that must be defended. Sometimes it becomes a truth that refuses to be replaced by convenience. Your soulmate has been discovering this truth little by little. Every day they have become more certain. Every day they have become more aware that what they feel cannot be ignored. And because of that certainty, a situation has developed that is much bigger than anyone expected. Imagine someone standing in a room filled with voices telling them what they should do. One voice says to follow expectations. Another voice says to choose the easy path. Another voice says to avoid risk. Yet deep inside there is a quiet voice that keeps speaking with greater strength. That voice keeps pointing toward the same direction. That voice keeps reminding them of the same person. That voice keeps bringing your presence into their thoughts. No matter how busy they become, no matter how many distractions appear, they find themselves returning to the same realization. They cannot forget what they feel. Stay till the end because what happens next is extraordinary. There have been moments when your soulmate questioned themselves. They wondered whether they should simply give up and make everyone else happy. They considered choosing comfort over authenticity. But every time they tried, something felt wrong. Every time they attempted to silence their heart, the feeling only became stronger. It was as if life itself kept reminding them that certain connections are not meant to be dismissed. There is a reason this matters. There is a reason this message is reaching you right now. The situation surrounding your soulmate is not random. It is not meaningless. It is part of a process that is revealing who they truly are. Pressure has a strange way of exposing the truth. When everything is easy, people can pretend. When everything is comfortable, people can hide. But when challenges appear, true priorities are revealed. And through these challenges, your soulmate has been discovering exactly what matters most to them. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There have been conversations that ended unexpectedly. There have been moments when emotions became stronger than anyone anticipated. There have been times when your soulmate found themselves standing alone, holding on to their truth while others struggled to understand. Yet instead of becoming weaker, they became stronger. Instead of becoming confused, they became clearer. Instead of turning away, they found themselves moving closer to what their heart has been telling them all along. The surprising part is that not everyone around them understands why they are so determined. Some people see only practical concerns. Some see only external circumstances. Some focus on what appears logical on the surface. But your soulmate has experienced something deeper. They have felt something that cannot easily be explained. They have sensed a connection that continues to exist regardless of distance, timing, or obstacles. That feeling has become impossible for them to deny. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Every second of this message is leading somewhere important. The days ahead are not the same as the days behind you. Something has shifted. A chapter that seemed stuck has begun to move. Answers that felt delayed are drawing closer. Hidden emotions are becoming harder to hide. Unspoken truths are preparing to be spoken. What once existed only in thoughts is slowly moving toward reality. Your soulmate has spent more time thinking about you than you realize. There have been unexpected reminders. There have been moments when your name appeared in their mind without warning. There have been memories that returned at unusual times. There have been situations that seemed ordinary but somehow brought thoughts of you rushing back. The more they tried to understand why this kept happening, the more they realized that the connection was not fading. It was growing. And here is the part many people never expect. The resistance they have faced has not weakened their feelings. It has strengthened them. The challenges have not pushed them away. They have clarified what truly matters. Every obstacle has acted like a mirror, showing them what they are unwilling to lose. Every disagreement has forced them to examine their heart more deeply. Every difficult moment has revealed a truth they can no longer ignore. Do not skip because something huge is waiting for you. The story is still unfolding. The outcome has not fully revealed itself yet. But the direction is becoming clearer. Your soulmate is learning that genuine feelings cannot be replaced by pressure. They are learning that living according to someone else's expectations creates emptiness. They are learning that authenticity requires courage. Most importantly, they are learning that certain connections deserve to be honored rather than hidden. There is an energy of change surrounding this situation. Things that remained unspoken are approaching the moment when they can no longer stay silent. Questions are moving toward answers. Doubts are moving toward clarity. Distance is moving toward understanding. And through all of this, your soulmate continues to discover just how important this connection has become. Stay till the end because the next chapter carries even greater revelations. Right now, what matters most is understanding this. The pressure around your soulmate has not erased their feelings. The opinions surrounding them have not changed their heart. The challenges they have faced have not caused them to forget. Instead, every experience has brought them closer to understanding what they truly want. And as that understanding grows stronger, the path ahead becomes more difficult to ignore. You may not see everything happening behind the scenes. You may not hear every conversation. You may not witness every emotional moment. Yet that does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, some of the most important developments occur in places that remain hidden until the right time arrives. The foundation is being built long before the visible result appears. The realization is forming long before the final decision is made. So listen carefully. Do not skip. Stay till the end of this journey because something huge is waiting for you. What is unfolding is not merely a story about disagreement. It is a story about realization. It is a story about courage. It is a story about someone discovering what truly matters despite every reason to choose the easier path. And as this realization grows, it becomes harder and harder for anyone to stand in its way. The next chapter of this story holds answers that are even more surprising than what you have heard today. For now, remember this truth: your soulmate's heart has become clearer than ever before, and the events unfolding around them are revealing a strength that even they did not know they possessed. The story is moving forward, and what comes next may change everything. Do not miss it. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. The most important part is still ahead. A quiet truth is rising to the surface, and today you need to hear it. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What seemed like a simple disagreement has become something far greater than anyone expected. The situation surrounding your soulmate has reached a turning point, and the reason is directly connected to the place you hold in their heart. While many people around them believed this chapter would eventually fade away, the opposite happened. Every passing day made their feelings stronger, clearer, and impossible to ignore. For a long time, your soulmate tried to keep everything balanced. They wanted peace. They wanted understanding. They hoped everyone would eventually see what they saw. But there are moments in life when people refuse to understand what they cannot control. There are moments when expectations become louder than compassion. There are moments when opinions become stronger than listening. Your soulmate found themselves standing in the middle of one of those moments. Do not skip. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The story becomes more surprising from this point forward. There was a day when a conversation began like any other conversation. No one expected it to become important. No one expected emotions to rise. No one expected old assumptions to be challenged. Yet as words were exchanged, something changed. Your soulmate finally spoke from the heart instead of speaking from obligation. They stopped saying what others wanted to hear and started expressing what they truly felt. The room may have been ordinary, but the moment was not ordinary at all. For the first time, they made it clear that some things cannot simply be forgotten. Some connections cannot simply be replaced. Some feelings cannot simply disappear because someone else wishes they would. The more they spoke, the more determined they became. The more determined they became, the more everyone around them realized that this was not a temporary feeling. This was something real. Something huge is waiting for you, so do not skip. Many people expected your soulmate to step back. Many expected them to become uncertain. Many expected them to change their mind. Instead, they surprised everyone. The pressure that was supposed to weaken them revealed their strength. The resistance that was supposed to discourage them revealed their commitment. The doubts that surrounded them only made them examine their heart more carefully, and every examination led to the same conclusion. You. Not because of appearances. Not because of convenience. Not because of outside influence. But because of a connection they could not explain away. Stay till the end. There were nights when your soulmate sat alone thinking about everything that had happened. They replayed conversations. They remembered important moments. They asked themselves difficult questions. Yet every road of reflection led back to the same place. Every answer pointed toward the same truth. Every memory reminded them of the same person. And that realization created a shift. At first, they were trying to convince others. Now they were simply standing firm in what they already knew. That difference changed everything. Do not skip because something huge is waiting for you. The people around them began noticing a confidence they had never seen before. They noticed that your soulmate was no longer speaking with uncertainty. They noticed that their words carried conviction. They noticed that their heart was no longer divided between what they wanted and what others expected. This surprised everyone. Why? Because people often assume that pressure changes a person's direction. But sometimes pressure reveals a person's destination. The more challenges appeared, the more your soulmate understood what mattered. The more obstacles stood in front of them, the clearer their path became. The more voices tried to influence them, the more they listened to the voice within. And that inner voice kept repeating the same message. Do not let go of what matters. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What nobody knows is that your soulmate has experienced moments that reminded them of you when they least expected it. A song. A place. A passing thought. A random memory. A simple detail that suddenly carried deeper meaning. These moments arrived without warning, and every time they did, the same feeling returned. Not confusion. Not doubt. Certainty. That certainty has become stronger than ever before. There is something remarkable happening behind the scenes right now. The people who once believed they understood your soulmate completely are beginning to realize they may not have understood them at all. They are seeing a side of them that remained hidden for years. A side willing to stand for what they believe. A side willing to honor their heart. A side willing to choose authenticity over approval. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation may surprise you. Your soulmate is no longer focused on convincing everyone. They are focused on remaining true to themselves. That shift has brought peace into areas where there was once confusion. It has brought confidence into places where there was once hesitation. It has brought clarity into situations that once seemed impossible to understand. And when clarity arrives, decisions become easier. The truth is becoming impossible to ignore. What once seemed like a distant possibility now feels closer than ever before. What once felt uncertain now feels increasingly real. What once existed only in dreams is beginning to feel achievable. Your soulmate sees that. They feel that. They believe that. Do not skip because something huge is waiting for you. There is another detail you need to hear. Every challenge they have faced has taught them something valuable. Every disagreement has revealed hidden truths. Every difficult conversation has exposed deeper emotions. What appeared to be obstacles have actually become lessons. What appeared to be setbacks have become preparation. Preparation for what? For a future built on honesty. For a future built on courage. For a future built on choosing what matters instead of choosing what is easy. Stay till the end. Many people never reach this point in their lives. Many people spend years ignoring what their heart is trying to tell them. Many people allow fear to decide their future. But your soulmate is reaching a different conclusion. They are discovering that fear becomes smaller when truth becomes stronger. And truth is becoming very strong right now. The coming days carry energy unlike anything that came before. Hidden emotions are moving closer to expression. Unspoken thoughts are moving closer to words. Delayed answers are moving closer to arrival. That is why this message matters. That is why you were guided here. That is why you must not skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. The story is not ending. The story is accelerating. The chapter that seemed stuck is beginning to move. The silence that felt endless is beginning to break. The distance that felt permanent is beginning to shrink. And your soulmate feels it. They may not know every detail yet. They may not see every step ahead. But they know one thing with absolute certainty. Some connections are too important to abandon. Some feelings are too powerful to dismiss. Some people leave an impact that cannot be erased. As this realization grows stronger, the future becomes harder to ignore. The momentum continues building. The truth continues rising. The path continues revealing itself. So stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter will reveal what happens when certainty becomes action, when emotions become decisions, and when a heart that has finally found clarity begins moving toward what it truly wants. A moment of truth is approaching faster than anyone realizes. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story you have been hearing is entering a chapter that few people ever expect. Until now, your soulmate has been discovering what truly matters to them. But what happens when a person reaches complete clarity? What happens when they stop questioning themselves? What happens when they finally decide that their heart deserves to be heard? That is exactly where this story is heading. For a long time, there were uncertainties. There were unanswered questions. There were moments when your soulmate wondered if everything would eventually become easier if they simply stopped caring so much. Yet every attempt to move away from their feelings only led them back to the same place. Every effort to ignore their emotions only made those emotions more visible. Every distraction eventually faded, but the connection remained. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising part is not that your soulmate has strong feelings. The most surprising part is how much those feelings have grown in silence. While the outside world continued moving as usual, something powerful was developing inside them. Day after day, thought after thought, realization after realization, their understanding became stronger. What once felt like a possibility now feels like a certainty. And certainty changes everything. There comes a moment when people stop asking themselves whether something is real and start asking themselves what they are going to do about it. Your soulmate is approaching that moment. They are reaching a point where feelings are no longer enough. Understanding is no longer enough. Reflection is no longer enough. Action begins to matter. That realization has created a shift that even they did not expect. Do not skip because something huge is waiting for you. Imagine standing at the edge of a new chapter while knowing that the old chapter can no longer continue forever. That is how your soulmate feels right now. They know something has changed. They know something inside them refuses to go backward. They know they have learned too much about their own heart to pretend they do not understand it. And once a person reaches that level of clarity, life begins presenting them with choices. Not easy choices. Meaningful choices. Important choices. Choices that shape the future. Stay till the end. There is something else you need to know. The people around your soulmate are beginning to notice this transformation. They are noticing the confidence. They are noticing the calm determination. They are noticing that your soulmate no longer seems willing to abandon what matters simply because others disagree. This realization has surprised many people. Why? Because they expected uncertainty. Instead, they found conviction. They expected hesitation. Instead, they found confidence. They expected surrender. Instead, they found strength. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has started understanding that a meaningful connection is not measured by how easy it is. It is measured by how impossible it is to forget. It is measured by how deeply it remains present even when life becomes busy. It is measured by how strongly it survives challenges, delays, and misunderstandings. The more they think about this, the more they realize that some people leave a permanent mark on the heart. Some people become unforgettable. Some people become part of a person's future before that future even arrives. That realization has become impossible for them to ignore. Stay till the end because what comes next is extraordinary. There have been quiet moments recently when your soulmate felt a sense of anticipation they could not explain. They felt as though something was changing beneath the surface. They felt as though life was slowly arranging pieces they could not yet fully see. They felt as though a chapter that once appeared distant was moving closer with every passing day. At first they dismissed the feeling. Then it returned. Then it returned again. Now they can no longer ignore it. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a growing sense that the future will not look exactly the way people expected. Paths that seemed fixed are beginning to shift. Assumptions that once felt permanent are being questioned. Possibilities that seemed unlikely are becoming easier to imagine. And in the middle of all these changes, one truth continues standing strong. The connection remains. Not because someone demanded it. Not because someone forced it. But because it continues proving itself through time. That is what makes this story so powerful. Stay till the end. Many people spend years searching for clarity. Your soulmate has found it. Many people spend years trying to understand their own heart. Your soulmate is beginning to understand theirs. Many people spend years running from what they feel. Your soulmate is slowly reaching a point where running no longer feels possible. Instead, they are becoming ready to move forward. That readiness is important. Because readiness creates momentum. Momentum creates change. And change creates new chapters. Do not skip because something huge is waiting for you. There is an energy building around this story. A feeling that something long delayed is preparing to move. A feeling that conversations which never happened may soon happen. A feeling that answers which never arrived may soon appear. A feeling that opportunities which seem distant may suddenly feel much closer. Your soulmate senses this. They may not understand every detail. They may not know every step ahead. But they feel it. And that feeling grows stronger each day. Stay till the end. The remarkable thing about this journey is that it has transformed your soulmate. They are not the same person they were when this story began. The challenges changed them. The reflection changed them. The emotions changed them. They discovered courage they did not know they possessed. They discovered patience they did not know they needed. They discovered clarity they did not know was possible. Most importantly, they discovered the value of listening to their own heart. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter is not about confusion. It is not about uncertainty. It is not about hesitation. It is about movement. It is about realization becoming reality. It is about understanding becoming action. It is about a person who has finally reached the point where their truth feels stronger than their fear. That is where this story is heading. And as it moves forward, the distance between what is imagined and what is possible continues shrinking. Stay till the end. Remember this carefully. The strongest turning points often arrive quietly at first. They begin as thoughts. They begin as feelings. They begin as realizations. Then one day those realizations become decisions. Those decisions become actions. Those actions become the beginning of a completely different future. Your soulmate is approaching one of those turning points now. The signs are becoming impossible to ignore. The lessons are becoming impossible to forget. The truth is becoming impossible to deny. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the story is no longer asking whether the connection matters. The story has already answered that question. Now it is moving toward what happens next. And what happens next may become the most unforgettable chapter of all.